Man, happy Monday, man. What's going, bro? Day after Super Bowl Sunday, bro. We up in this bit. Zip a weed, hit the club, up in it bit, crunk, pipe, we up in it bit. No, I'm kidding though, but man. I just want to say what's up to everybody, man. Today, woke up with a little different agenda. I said, fuck it, we ain't waiting. I ain't finna think about what I'm finna do. We finna get straight into it. But yesterday, me and my homie had this conversation. We said, there's a difference between content creators and platforms that just speak on shit. Content creators. Mr. Beast, Aiden Ross, whatever. Duke Dennis, Kai Cenat, Phantom, the whole AMP, Agent 2. You get what I'm saying? Like, even they're one in the same kind of, because they do reactions and stuff, but even they still do their own creative stuff within their niche that attracted their audience and built up their fan base to the point where they're creative and they actually have to edit their stuff, and you know what I mean? And then you got platforms. DJ Vlad, Academics, No Jumper, Say Cheese, that speak on just what's going on and report and gossip. That's not necessarily being creative, my boy. Another thing, shout out DJ Ghost, bro. I said it in one of my old videos, man. DJ Ghost is like, he one of the first niggas I know to get on YouTube and smoke. He ain't the reason I'm on YouTube smoking in front of the camera and reacting to a video I'm finna react. Because if I was really that influenced, I would have opened up the video like, so look, bro. Fuck, I look like biting a whole nigga flow, bar for bar, word for word, but DJ Ghost, one of my favorite YouTubers. Then hearing about how, he started off and shit like that, and then seeing how he built up. He literally, you gotta think about it, bro. YouTube be changing niggas' lives. Niggas be bringing in money that pay their rent just off reacting to videos. And motherfuckers be talking about they missed the old days when shit was simpler. Nigga, shit is simple now if you make it. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Everybody can't be a leader. You got some motherfuckers that gotta work. Just like in rap, everybody can't be lyrical. Everybody can't be no lyrical, miracle, spiritual individual. Nah, nigga, you gotta have some niggas that make trash shit that sound fire. Like they trash, but they fire. It's hard to... Shout out to producers and shit, too. Shout out to the engineers and the producers also. But, man, I'm basically finna get into this video that talks about hip-hop and 3 main reasons that hip-hop became dangerous. Because you see, the thing about it is, man, being a rapper it's not dangerous. And I say this because 2 of my favorite rappers, K-Dot and Cole, they are the exemplary of being great at what you do and staying out the bullshit and still having motherfuckers that love you. And being mature to, you know what I mean? They've been through what they've been through. They don't need to get in no industry bullshit. But nowadays, it's like, unless you're in industry bullshit, motherfuckers don't really fuck with you. You gotta make a song about ops. You gotta have ops. You gotta feel like the world is against you. It's like, when are you allowed to grow? Leave the fuck shit alone and just be with, you know what I mean? But, this is a video about July Jackson. 589 subscribers. He a small YouTuber too, but nah, he making consistent content. He making consistent content and shit. So, yeah, so finna get up in this, man. See what he got to say. Y'all should go subscribe to the boy, man.
They wanted to talk about the 3 main reasons why hip-hop have became so violent and dark lately.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say lately, I really mean since around 2020.
I feel like he really finna get into, like, I was finna state another reason. Really? But, seeing how King Von, bro, he finna get into it. Let's just get into it.
After the death of King Von, it seems since that point, violence and darkness have just increased rapidly every year within the hip-hop community.
Mm-hmm.
And when King Von died, I think for the most part, that's when people started to realize that hip-hop is getting out of hand. Because for this generation...
When King Von died, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. It kind of like... Damn, even Vaughn got popped. And you see how they did his ass. So it's just like, what's real anymore, bruh? Like, the streets of the internet is the streets. So it's like, and you see how they left him for dead type shit. So it's like if that can happen to him, nigga, what the you feel me? You feel me?
This was the first beef on wax and social media that actually led to death between four well-known hip-hop stars, with Quando Rondo, NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, and King Von being in the center of it all, which will ultimately lead to multiple diss tracks between both camps, even up until this day. But let's backtrack it a little bit to how hip-hop had became so dark through the years, starting with reason number one, the rise of the drill scene in Chicago.
When Sosa got off house arrest in 2012, that shit changed everything. That changed how... I'm not saying Sosa was the first to do it, because Sosa ain't really bring, like, gangster rap to the forefront, even in the modern day times. Like, niggas always been on some gangster shit, really. But I'm just saying, like, if you think about the drill scene in just Chicago, and how much Chicago is adding to the rap game as far as, like, smoking on dead niggas, dissing dead niggas, period. Like, just taking real life beef. Because at one point, it used to be lyrical sparring. And shit used to be fun when niggas beefed. Even when niggas like Jay-Z and Nas beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you had deadly beefs like Gucci and Jeezy. You had beefs where shit got deadly and motherfuckers lost people. And then, like, 50 Cent, Jimmy Henchman. So, but now it's like real. Because you got the internet as like an avenue of like continuing the beef type shit.
And if I had to pinpoint one direct era of when the shift started to happen, I would have to say in 2012, when the rise of the Chicago drill scene will be popularized. Due to the fact before that moment, hip-hop had never thrived off diss records. Don't get me wrong, if a diss record had dropped, people would go crazy about it, and it would spark up debate and entertainment.
Yeah, that shit been a thing.
The difference between Chicago diss records was that it wasn't a rap beef or a lyrical sparring competition. For example, when Jay-Z and Nas battled, it wasn't dissing about how they killed each other homies or dissing somebody dead friend.
You feel me?
It was pretty much talking about who's richer than who and who's more successful and lyrical. Their beef had a little bit more layers to that, of course, but the overall basis of the battle was manifested through competition. In Chicago, diss raps is strictly talking about how they want to slide on their ops, and if they did slide on their ops, they will also detail the murders on how it happened in the music. And
which is really self-snitching, but you feel me?
Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Lil Reese,
that's the life they live. That's the life niggas live.
Spread worldwide, with people all over the world who don't even know who Tuka is, repeating Chief Keef lyrics on how they smoking on Tuka, unaware or aware to the fact they are basically saying they are smoking on a dead person they don't even know. With this in turn, glamorizing the thought of dissing dead people in a song consistently. Before Chicago drill music, you could count on one hand how many popular songs had somebody diss a dead person. And with the popularity of dissing dead people in songs starting to grow, this will lead to reason number two, which will be content creators and YouTube personalities.
This is why I started off the video talking about content. Because now we finna get into like the real, is hip-hop a dangerous job, or are we as people making it dangerous because of the shit that we indulge in? I ain't saying you ain't gotta. I like drama too. I like watching fights too, to an extent. Part of me does. The other part of me is like, why the fuck are we tearing each other down? You feel me? But then again, every race go to war. Every month, you got white motherfuckers fighting each other somewhere right now over probably some dumb shit. Over the Super Bowl, probably. It was probably a fight that broke out yesterday, probably over an Eagles and a Chiefs fan, bro. White people riot over sports. They just focus on us because we the ones.
And I'm going to be honest, this is where it took a turn to no end. Because even though artists deserve
Academics started this shit, man. He popped it off.
Putting it out to the public, bloggers and YouTube personalities amped it up to a level where people started to get famous off these diss records. With bloggers and YouTube personalities desensitizing the violence and the chaos of it all in the process. With content creators like DJ Academics and later on Trap La Ross and a few others telling the stories in a way where you would think is a cartoon, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much detaching the actual human from the story and instead placing a fictional character in it by way of giving them nicknames like ATK's top shooter, Chirac Savage, or reporting on when somebody died, not really being sensitive.
And see, that's the thing, bro. Ack is from Jersey. You feel me? So it's like, man, you speaking on Chicago shit is like, first of all, they can't really get you. Second of all, and I don't really like, Act to me just I fuck with his content, but him is just that's different. But you know what I mean? Yeah, man, he basically just built the platform off what was talking about, what was being talked about in the streets, what was happening in the streets, and just making content about, the streets. And I ain't saying like you. I think he like in a way glorified that shit. Cause when you handing out names to niggas and you calling niggas like Lil Reese, the Grim Reaper, you feel me? Like that's like
To the situation.
it's like, bro, you gotta stay outside. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they got sidewalks.
Which in turn makes the story more of an episode from the Boondocks than an actual news reporter.
You felt you were a little bit repulsed by the fact that so many people outside the culture of Chicago, they hyped up the music.
I remember this. Yep,
they realized it affected deaths and other type of madness happened within the music.
That's crazy how he was basically talking about himself.
Like, how did you feel about that?
And Vic was looking at him like
slap you in your face.
Yeah,
honestly. And I'm just seeing you here, so I'm like, this is a tame environment. So I would keep it to my words, but I really felt as if people exactly like you sensationalized and made a following off of clowning situations that we go through in real life. And
I know Vic Mensa ain't really nowhere nowadays, but bro, he wasn't lying, bro. He was literally just, nigga, act. You're not creative, bro. You got famous off of making content of shit that's happening in the streets. That's like if me, a nigga that's in house, but still live I live on the south side of the metropolitan part of Atlanta. I live in Clayco, specifically Jonesboro. All my Georgia folks, you know what the fuck going on. To out of towners, we just say we from Atlanta because it's quicker. That's the only reason everybody, I'm from Atlanta. It's like, what zone you from? Are you from Cobb County? Are you from Henry County? Were you born in North Star? I mean, not North Star. Were you born in I was born in Wellstar Hospital. That's in Cobb. So I'm a Cobb, I'm North Side type shit. But it's like still, it's ain't about me. But it's like, imagine if I took the YSL and YFN beef, or basically the Cleveland Ave and Summerhill beef, and made content about it and gave niggas just made my content off that shit. And it's like, I don't got nothing part of that going on. I'm just a nigga reporting on that shit and kind of making it kind of cartoonish. Like, nigga, this ain't GTA. This is niggas really dying.
Niggas ain't had no right. You specifically, you ain't never have a right. Whatever made you feel like you had a space to have a perspective on our people dying on a daily basis?
Yeah, bro.
There's a video that you put up about a person named Trey 57 making all these jokes. Oh, here's another Chirac Savage. This guy is stupid. He messed with the Grim Reaper. Nigga, this is not a video game. That's a nigga I grew up with. I've known since I was 5 years old. And
you got niggas that's not internet really watching this shit and being like, well, who the fuck is this nigga speaking on this shit? So it's like, nah.
To see you come on the internet and with this corny ass little voice and make jokes about it, I was waiting to see.
You know DJ Academics, man. Check it out, man. Face ass.
You say you didn't want to come to Chicago when I sat down, because you clearly don't, because you really couldn't even stand outside. You just chased up the mall.
With the influx of DJ Academics copycats coming onto the scene, it took it to a point where rappers would start dissing on wax at an all-time high, trying to get clout or get covered by one of these major outlets, which in turn will cause more violence and foolery in the hip-hop community, with fans wanting much as possible. And don't get me wrong, I'm not putting 100% blame on content creators or bloggers, but I will say they played just as big as a role as the artist who was putting out the music. With reactions and commentary to songs like Young and Ace Who I Smoke and Julio Fulio's When I See You getting major coverage from all outlets strictly due to the fact how blatant the disses were. With people singing along to the song,
we got, bruh. Our dick get hard when niggas die for some reason. You know what I mean? When niggas die, it's like our dick get hard. And it's just like, damn, bruh. Then y'all gonna turn around and say white people wrong or something. It's like, nigga, I don't get it.
It's like these are not real people who are dead. And the third and final reason why hip-hop have became so dangerous is strictly due to the fact that hip-hop barrier to entry and rap is so easy now that the right song at the right moment can blow you up overnight. It doesn't take a record label to blow you up or a manager to blow you up. All it takes is you posting on the right day at the right time during the right moment, and you can pop off and rap, which in turn can cause a lot of different people from all walks of life to make it in the rap game, including a lot of street cats, and that's fine. The only difference is back in the day, you had to go through a whole lot of barriers.
Yeah. See, back in the day, bro, you really had to. See, that's what niggas don't understand. It's like nowadays, anybody can do this shit, man. Anybody can do this shit. So, but back in the day, bro, it's like if you were ass, bro, you was getting left off the radio like that. Niggas ain't want to hear you like that. Niggas had to get out and leave their house to buy your album. That's why you can't compare back then to now and the money that niggas making. Niggas make money nowadays through different avenues and just easy like that because there's technology. Back then, but niggas had to leave their house and actually get out there and grind. Just think about that.
Which in turn, by the time a street cat got his deal and then started recording, he was detached from the lifestyle enough not to bring it into the industry. You had exceptions like 50 Cent and T.I., but even then, compared to what they was, they had toned it down a lot by the time they got introduced to the mainstream. And nowadays, rappers banging more than ever on tracks, dissing neighborhoods, dissing gang sets, basically using music as a tool to continue beef. Hip-hop was supposed to be something that can get us away from the negative stuff going on in impoverished areas and give some people from those areas a chance to change their life. But now it seems hip-hop in a lot of ways are just fueling the fire on what's already happening in the streets, with music being the soundtrack of it. Just in 2022 alone, Kodak had gotten shot in the leg, Lil TJ almost lost his life getting shot multiple times, and FBG Cash and Jada Youngin have lost their life due to gunshot wounds in their own city.
And more than that, Takeoff, yesterday we were talking about that too. All the rappers that just passed from gun violence, bro, from Nipsey to X. Pop, Smoke, Takeoff, Vaughn, Trouble, Mo 3, PNB. Like, some of these niggas you forget even died. Young Dolph. Like, my nigga, we doing this shit to each other, bro. Stop bitching about them white folks, bro. We do this shit to each other, bro. Stop bitching about them white folks. Now, I swear I do not be trying to hear that shit, man. And then niggas bring up slavery and, they did it, that was years ago, nigga. Look at the shit we are doing. Like, niggas just lack accountability on some shit, bro. But I'm gonna be real, bro. If I don't ever blow just because I don't get into the... If it ain't natural, bro, I'm not doing it, bro. If it ain't natural, I'm not doing it, bro. If I gotta change, if I gotta be the opposite of what I am now just to get that shit or get exposure or get what I really want, I'll not want it no more, man. Because I don't support anything that's harmful to niggas. Not my people. No. Not my people. Nah. That ain't even like... And then on some other shit, bro, it's like black and white, red, purple. I don't care. Wrong is wrong. Female, male, unidentifiable gender, pronoun, I don't give a fuck. Wrong is wrong. Nowadays, freedom of speech is at an all-time high. Niggas think that just because I got a phone and a keyboard and a Twitter, I can just say whatever I want without no train of thought. And it's just like, oh, just ignore it then. But motherfuckers just don't understand how cancerous and annoying they are. But at the end of the day, bro, you just gotta do you, man, in this shit. Rap is not dangerous, bro. Niggas made it dangerous. But I'm gonna get at y'all at the next video, man. Y'all get at me, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Alright, man.
Through every darker night, there's a brighter day if you go through the rain.